Hello, this is Bill Page with Fusion Creative. Going to be showing you a few things of how to use Exchange to update your website. We're going to be using today our website here at Fusion Creative that we're working on, and we're going to show you how to change the media loop or the image loop right here. So we're actually going to go into the back panel of our website, the administrative panel, and you can see it's very clean. And we're going to simply go to our home section, and we're going to go to media loop, and this is the area that controls this section of the page of the website. Shows every single thing there, and it's very simple to add images that loop back and forth to drive customers or visitors and guests to your website to specific areas that you want to draw them to. So we've already got one there, but let's go ahead and add another one, and it's very simple. We've already got some pre-selected images, and everything in Exchange is all stepped out. There's no real thinking that you have to do. We've kind of done all of that for you. Step one, we're going to choose the insert location for the graphic, and we're going to tell it insert at the end, and we're going to give it a name. And I'm just going to call this purple image because I know the image we're going to put in there is going to be purple. And we can give it a display time, and I'm going to just say 6 seconds. And anytime we put in a brand new image, we can easily give it a link to any part of our site. And right here, you can see all the different areas of our website that we can link it directly to point our guests to, or we can enter an external URL like Google or whatever else that you want. So if we chose external URL, we could just simply type in whatever we wanted and tell it to open in the same window or open in a pop-up window. Very, very simple. But in this case, we're just going to say, point to our Services tab, and we want to open in the same window. And even in step 4, we even tell you the actual final image size. But in this case, we already know what that is. At least I do. And I'm going to get that graphic, our purple graphic, and choose it. And we're going to click Continue. And what it does is it loads 2 different images here. And if we had loaded a larger image, much larger than the size that was pre-selected, we would have the ability to crop it. So I could actually draw a square on the top one, and the bottom one would show me, the bottom image would show me exactly how it would look. So I can drag it around and do whatever. But in this case, we're not going to necessarily crop it. We're just going to go ahead and make it the same size that it already is. And then the step 6 is Final Save, Create Image. And then we see that it's already loaded into the media loop bin here. And we can go back to our website and we could refresh it. And the first image would display that's there. And then just in a moment, it will loop to the second image. And there it is. And we can actually click on it, and it takes us to another part of our website. And so we can actually add more images. We'll just add another image, and we'll just insert this one before purple image, and we'll call this one green image. I'll go ahead and say 6 seconds. We're not going to give this one a hyperlink, and we're just going to go ahead and select. There's our green image. Click Continue. And there it is. And since it's the exact size we need, we can just go ahead and click Create Image. And there it is in the bin. And we can actually refresh our page. And the first image that's normal will show up. And then the second green image should appear. And it's coming there. There we go. And then obviously the last one is the purple image. Now the nice thing in Exchange is if we wanted to change the order that those show up, let's say we wanted to put the green image first and the purple image second, all we have to do is just drag and drop really simply in Exchange. So let's go ahead and bring that there. And I'm going to refresh our website here. And obviously the green one is the very first one because it's the first one in our media loop bin. And that is how to change media loop images, and you have the ability to change major graphics that point guests to specific locations from this front page, and this is how you quickly and easily can do that. Well, here we are once again. We're going to show you another great, easy feature that is just absolutely simple to create in Exchange, and we are basically going to show you how to do a form and a survey. Normally, whenever you create a form for a website, it can be pretty intense and lots of coding and lots of development on the back end, and it can get pretty complex. Well, we've made all of that very, very simple in creating a form. For example, if you wanted to collect payment or online payments, or if you wanted to have some sort of a survey, or just have folks have a general interest form. Well, what we're going to do here in Exchange is we're going to create a new form. I'm going to go ahead and click that new form, and we're going to click it, and we're going to give it a title here, and I'm just going to call it My New Form, and then we can give it a description, and we'll just call it Just a Test. And we can tell it turn on password protection and all kinds of things. We're just going to leave all of that there. And we're going to give it some fields here. And we don't have any fields. Let's see. We want to collect the person's name. We just click name. We can click their address. And you can see how easy it is just to create a very simple form. In fact, we can even select that and change the field title. We can say your name. We can even tell it to be a required field. Address, we can just change to your address. Okay, we're going to add another field, and see here, we'll email, and then we can also enter in drop-down menus if we wanted to have several different selections. So we'll just select that field, and we'll just say make a selection. And first choice, second choice, and third choice. And if we wanted to add some more, all we have to do is just click the green plus button, and we can say fourth choice. Say it required, and we can even type instructions. Here are instructions for how to use this field. And let's see here, we have our form completed, and we can save it here. And what's really nice is once it's there, we can even duplicate it. We can come in and edit it. We can look at the different entries. Right now, since it's brand new, there are no entries, and it would tell you right here total entries and today's entries. We can even add who on your organization would get this particular email whenever it's sent. And there's all kinds of options here to make it very, very simple. We can just save changes there. And we'll go back to Manage Forms. And when we're ready to drop this particular form on a page, all we need to do is click the embed code and then just copy everything. And we'll exit Forms and Surveys. And what we'll do is we'll just go into Exchange, and we'll just create a little page here, and I'll just go into About, and I'll just add a page here. And again, the nice thing in adding a page is we can choose where to insert it. Insert at the end. We'll just call this Test Form. Okay. And the nice thing is we can come in step 3, we can just enter in page text, and it's very simple just to add content to any page. You can, with this nice WYSIWYG interface, you can add any type of text. You can paste from other documents like Microsoft Word. You can actually put in graphics and all of that. But in this particular case, we're going to hit the HTML tab because we went and grabbed that form code, and we're going to paste that in there. Click Update, and then there's the form, and we can put in any sidebar content if we want to, and we'll go ahead and just publish this, and now it's there. And let us see where we've put our form. There we go. Here's our form page, and there it is. There's all kinds of things right here that we can put in there. It's very, very easy for you. And the nice thing is you can actually go back in and change the form if you want to, and the changes are already reflected on your website. So it's very, very simple to add forms and surveys right here in Exchange. Another really great feature that Exchange makes very, very easy is adding additional users and giving them different levels of access. We're going to do that here on our website. And I'm going to go to Extranet User Admin, and really we can actually access it right here from our admin button, so we'll just click there. And I can create a new user, and we can just use David Wooten as our test subject. David Wooten, and then we can just give him a password there. And see, even Exchange is so simple, it even keeps you from doing things that you wouldn't normally need to do. So we'll just put in a different name there. Let's see here. Give him a password and click continue. And then once we've created a nice user, a new user, we can give this person total administrative control over all of Exchange of this website, or over just specific areas. And then those are the only sections that that user would have control over. The nice thing about this is if you had different levels of access for different people updating your website, or even creating a specific board member level access where just certain content was available just for board members, you can do that all right here. So it's very, very easy to create different levels of access in Exchange, and as you can see, our interface is very, very simple. It's not really clunky, and it's very, very user-friendly for just anybody within about 30 minutes to pick up the basics and work with it. We appreciate your time and hope that this answers some questions about just a tip of the iceberg of how easy it is to maintain and manage your website within Exchange.